It's kind of weird. I kept seeing these ads on Twitter for these AR glasses, the Xreal Air, and I was seeing a lot of people demonstrate using them. I thought they seemed cool, seemed a little interesting, and I was like, man, it would be nice to try these out with some gaming, and just kind of jumped in my head and I couldn't forget about them. And then out of nowhere, the company actually emailed me asking if I wanted to review them. I guess it was fate. Hell yeah, let's do it. So let's quickly unbox this thing and I'll try them out and give you guys my impressions. But the box, it came with the glasses in a nice little case with some extras. You get multiple pieces for different sized noses. And then there's a little clip with lenses attached to get your eyeglass prescription added to if needed. And then also a USB-C cable. So I'll put all the specs I found for these up on the screen. But one thing to note is these AR glasses, they do not have a built-in battery. They are powered either through your cell phone or through the Xreal Air HDMI adapter. So not having a battery built in, I guess, allows them to be fairly lightweight at 79 grams. So for me, they didn't really feel bulky or uncomfortable at all, and I've used them for a couple weeks now. Just no issues. The nose piece wasn't bothering me. The construction felt, fairly solid. I really don't think these will easily break at all. Very nice construction, and for me, they felt fine. So another thing they sent me was a OnePlus 9 cell phone, and that kind of confused me a bit. Why do I need another phone? Why'd they send one? And, I do have a new Google Pixel phone. Well, it seems like compatibility may be an issue right now with their app. So they sent me a phone they knew would work and I could use in this video. And it's kind of good that they did because the Nebula AR app that you use with these glasses on a phone didn't work on my phone at all. So we'll get into the gaming in a minute here, but I want to quickly touch on that Nebula app. So it seemed neat with the AR space, but unfortunately I had issues. Recently there was an update to the app that made a lot of things just not work at all for me anymore. YouTube won't display an image, but I can hear the sound. It's kind of weird. It worked for me before I updated, but unfortunately I didn't capture footage at that time. It was just me checking it out. But when it did work, it was a little wonky, but kind of neat. Like you can move the image around, change how far away or close it was to you, kind of having that head or body tracking. There's a lot of options. It just kind of needs a little bit of work for me to want to spend more time with it. But I could see it being a useful thing for some people anyway. Now, as far as gaming goes, I first tried this with the Valve Steam Deck, as all you do is plug the Xreal Air straight into the USB-C port of the Steam Deck. Now you got a larger screen in front of your face. Looks better than the actual Steam Deck screen, so that's cool for me. But the one thing to note is it will leech off of that battery from your Steam Deck, as it doesn't have its own battery. So you got to keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and switch over to using these with current generation game consoles so I can go a little bit more in depth on my experience with these AR glasses. Okay, so we're going to try to play some Ghostbusters here with these glasses. Now, I was trying to figure out how am I going to record like this, actually using them playing a game, right? And I have an internal capture card for my PC, and the way I have it set up is I'm using the Xreal adapter, which usually whatever console you're using, you plug the HDMI cable into this. So this is actually plugged into my PC right now. So the PS5 is plugged into the PC input, and then the output HDMI is hooked up to the Xreal adapter. And I don't have the black little shade thing on here, the block out. But this looks, I have like a white wall in front of me with some foam and stuff, some blue and black, whatever sound stuff, and then lights on the side. I got a bunch of stuff in front of me. And this is pretty bright and vivid, but, seeing through that, and it's going to be hard playing this while I'm recording, but it's a little distracting. And, when you normally play a game, I'm kind of moving my head, wobbling a little bit because that is a little annoying. Because when you have it using the Nebula app, oh, crap. When you have the Nebula app going on, you could have like body tracking where the screens like follow you around. or you could have it where it's just your straight line of sight, your head movement, right? And plugging it into a console, that's all you get is head movement. So, if you're normally playing a game, you're moving your head around, or if you sneeze or you got to scratch your ear, you move a little bit, your screen's not moving. Here, as the screens are attached to your eyes, essentially, oh crap, the screen moves. So if I turn my head, the screen goes with me. It's turning, sideways. You got to be pretty still. That could be a little distracting. But let me put this blockout thing on and see if, because I'm not wearing my prescription glasses right now. I'm going to try them, though, because I don't have I can't get that on. Got them on. So I wear glasses, prescription glasses, and I'm like slightly like nearsighted in one eye and slightly farsighted in the other. So while I'm playing this, it looks fairly clear, but there is a minor amount of fuzziness going on for me. It's not as clear as it could be if I was wearing my glasses. If I squint slightly, it's clear. I could see it, but that'll give me a headache if I do that for too long. So I kind of want to see if I put my glasses on, if these will fit over it. Like if you have to wear glasses or whatever, contacts, definitely contact lenses will work great with this, but you got to get that little attachment with your prescription put on to really make it work. But let me see. This has like a proximity sensor in the front to make sure like you have it on. Then if you don't have it like on your head or blocking the sensor, the screen will shut off. And I don't know how wonky this looks with my glasses on underneath, but you know what? Like I could see a little bit more outside on the sides, but the screen is clear as all heck, man. Like it works. It probably looks funky. It looks ridiculous, I'm sure. But it works, dude. That's interesting. The tether broke. It's really hard playing this, trying to record this and moving my head around. Okay, so I switched over to the Xbox Series S just to make sure it works with these, and I've tested pretty much all my consoles. This Switch is going to work with it. The PlayStation 5, which we just checked out Ghostbusters on, that works with it. PS4, pretty much anything that's going to be 1080p or can support 1080p is going to work with these. Oh, and I think I forgot to point out, but the speakers, they're like right above my ears on both sides. And they're not the greatest speakers ever. They're not crazy loud either, but with the proximity to my ear, they sound pretty good. But I would imagine like if you're trying to have a moment of privacy or something, if you can, you would use like earbuds or something else. But these do the job if that's all you got or that's all you want to use. They're fine. It sounds clear, just not the best quality speakers. Now, I had this vision of using this in a very specific way that I wanted to incorporate in this video, and unfortunately it did not work. I thought, man, wouldn't it be awesome to take like a portable battery, stuff that thing in my pocket, take like a Genesis Mini or a Super Nintendo Classic Edition, plug that into the portable battery, take the Xreal adapter, which is what you use to plug in any HDMI source into like your consoles and whatnot, have that in my pocket, plug the mini console into that, plug the glasses into the adapter, and be walking down the street, controller in hand, playing some retro games, looking like a fool. That was my idea, and that was the main reason I was interested in these glasses. And unfortunately, and I confirmed it with the company, these just aren't designed for 720p. They work with pretty much anything that's 1080p, but everything that I have tried that was 720p, nothing. Just a black screen, no audio. Just does not work. I've updated the firmware, reached out to the company, and they just said, yeah, it's 1080p. If anything changes with that, like with a firmware update, they'll let me know. But yeah, I mean, that's not really, I guess, where they were aiming with this device. But I kind of think it was like a missed opportunity to not make sure these work with multiple resolutions, especially, below 1080p. It shouldn't be a problem, but unfortunately, it is. So that dream of mine, walking down the street playing the Super Nintendo Classic with a screen in front of my eyes, it didn't work. So Yeah, you know, there's going to be pros and cons with these glasses. I think the price point, some people will see the value in it, others may not. You just got to do your research. But these are exclusively being sold on Amazon, and I believe they're 379 bucks. But then the adapter you need for HDMI devices is another 60 bucks. So you're in it for over $400. I think it's something maybe some people can utilize. It's interesting. The quality is decent. But as far as, you know, certain other uses, like with the cell phone, the AR experience with that, with the Nebula app, just wasn't great for me. Stopped working. Couldn't watch YouTube or anything on it. And it did work for me initially when I first tested it, but I didn't record any footage of that. But when I came to record footage, everything just stopped working after an update to the app. So I don't know what's up with that. But it was kind of wonky. And then just the phone compatibility. Hopefully that stuff will get better for people who are really interested in this. Because, yeah, I mean, having that motion tracking as far as like your head movement and body and using the AR space on your phone is kind of a cool thing. But just the implementation wasn't working that great. But, I mean, I didn't really want to use it for that. I wanted to use it like how I'm using it right now. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. Really do appreciate you watching this this video. It's a little weird one, but hey, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.